Active hands for BG there. A steal. Cunningham from the corner for a three. She hits it.
From muddy fields to WNBA courts, Sophie's journey shows limitless possibilities.
Got an object that just flew in as the free throw was being made.
Sophie Cunningham, the fearless WNBA sharpshooter, rose from her Missouri roots to light up the Indiana Fever. Known for her fiery spirit, unwavering faith, and bold style. This biography delves into her greatest career milestones, deep family bonds, impressive net worth, dynamic lifestyle, and more, inviting you into the boldest journey in basketball.
We were playing Connecticut, and there's just one thing after another. And
did you all have a little beef before the game?
No.
There was none?
No. Actually, the girl who I did do that to, she did chip my tooth.
Born on August 16, 1996, in Columbia, Missouri, Sophie Cunningham didn't come from a background of magnificent training facilities, polished wooden courts, or constant professional advice. Her background was rather odd. Her mornings started with roosters crowing outside instead of early training sessions or alarm clocks. She would pull on soiled boots and start farm tasks instead of slipping on shoes and heading to the gym. Everyday duties like feeding animals, shoveling stalls, and moving massive hay bales gave discipline and resilience before she ever held a basketball. They were not discretionary. That strenuous physical exercise sharpened your mind and developed your body. That persistence, the type one cannot imitate, became fundamental for her. Almost all of Sophie's genetics included athletic skill. Participating in track, basketball, softball, and more. Her mother, Paula, was a multi-sport dynamo. Her father, Jim Cunningham, left his mark on the football field. Growing up this way meant that athletics was a way of life rather than simply a pastime. Talent was nevertheless there from the beginning. It was simply one factor in the equation. Sophie was really set apart by the family culture surrounding her. A strong work ethic, unrelenting will, and a strong competitive drive. Those characteristics were lived out daily on the farm, in games, and in the family's attitude toward everything they did. They were not taught in a gym. Another big inspiration was her sister, Lindsay. More than just a sister, Lindsay was a motivator, friend, and sometimes opponent. Both performed together at Mizzou, where their relationship became even stronger. On and off the court, Lindsay urged Sophie to never give up and to believe in herself, to dig deeper. They occasionally battled over duties as any sisters would, but beneath it all was a strong connection, sharing victories, overcoming obstacles. Lindsay was refining Sophie, not just cheering her on. All these pieces, the farm life, the athletic family background, the sibling rivalry, and the constant drive to succeed, came together to mold Sophie into the player she is today. She's fearless, confident, and thrives under pressure. In high-stakes moments, she doesn't shy away. She steps up. And the best part? Her journey is still in its early chapters. With her fire, determination, and growing fan base, the world is watching closely. Everyone knows Sophie Cunningham is just getting started, and the future looks nothing short of exciting.
Doing her part. 3 on the way by Sophie is good.
Let's be honest. Sophie Cunningham dominated high school ball at Rockbridge. Almost 2,000 points in her career? That was pure dominance, not just scoring, which sent defenders scrambling and spectators gaping. From Gatorade Missouri Player of the Year to McDonald's All-American, she deserved every award along the path, not just for amassing statistics. Columbia was then not only discussing her, Sophie was nationally renowned and front-page news. Then came Mizzou, and Sophie totally changed the script. 4 years, more than 2,100 points. Free throw records smashed like it was nothing, and defenders were left chasing shadows. 3-time first-team All-SEC, AP All-American medals. Her trophy shelf was sagging under the weight. Every game, every stat line made you pause and ponder. Did she really just do that? The Phoenix Mercury chose her at lucky number 13 on draft day 2019. No accident. This was fate. She plunged right into the WNBA, and by 2022, was showing she belonged by averaging over 12 points per game. The Indiana Fever arrived in 2025. New team, new city, same Sophie. Brave, energetic, and challenging defenders to reconsider their career decisions. She didn't stop there either. With the Melbourne Boomers, Sophie conquered a distinct kind of play and came back sharper than she had ever been. Off the court, she's already establishing a post-playing career, sharply, keenly, and dominantly commanding the mic like a pro while analyzing NBA activity for the Suns starting in 2022. Bottom line, Sophie Cunningham is not done. Whether she is illuminating scoreboards, changing to new teams, or hosting the studio, she is barely starting. The best is yet to come. Okay, let us be honest regarding Sophie Cunningham and cut through the jargon. Her tale is not only about basketball, it's about growing up in a home where rivalry was as normal as breathing. Dressed and giving his all on the football field, Jim, her father, wasn't simply watching. Her mother, Paula, not only supported her, but also excelled in every sport imaginable. Track, basketball, softball, you name it. Sophie's childhood was a boot camp of discipline, determination, and maybe a little humorous trash talk over breakfast rather than a free pass to play. That was the Cunningham family's daily rhythm. Then there's her sister, Lindsay. Their bond runs so deep that they share matching three-wave tattoos, a symbol of family, faith, and unwavering support. That connection has been Sophie's anchor through every challenge, proving that her foundation off the court is as solid as her presence on it. Faith is also very important. For Sophie, it is her compass, not a Sunday obligation. She draws a cross on her wrist before every game. Rather than a fashion statement, it is a mental reset, a silent reminder that the game is bigger than points or highlights. Her daily routine helps her stay grounded when the lights are at their brightest so that she may concentrate on what genuinely matters. Her own life? Don't wait for drama. Sophie stays subdued, solitary, private, and completely concentrated on two things: faith and basketball. No distractions, no commotion. What you get is what you see. That kind of clarity is uncommon in professional athletics. Missouri is in her blood. Sophie grew up in Columbia. Her roots are deep. She didn't just show up for university. She comes home in the off-season to rest, be with family, and just breathe, no matter where the WNBA sends her. Plainly put, Columbia is her reset button. Phoenix was her WNBA stomping ground from 2019 to 2024. Living out of suitcases, bearing desert heat, and working with the Mercury became commonplace. Then, in 2025, a new phase started with the Indiana Fever. New city, new teammates, new coffee shops to scout, and, surely, new chances to leave her mark. And don't picture MTV Cribs-level luxury. Sophie keeps it simple. Rented apartments that fit the season. She invests her energy into her craft, not square footage. That's Sophie Cunningham. Real, grounded, and fiercely focused. No fluff, no headlines, just faith, family, and basketball driving everything she does. All right, here's the real scoop on Sophie Cunningham in 2025. She's sitting on a cool $1.5 million. Not exactly yacht and private island money, but for the WNBA, that's solid. Her league salary hovers somewhere between $100,000 and $120,000. Not NBA level, but enough to cover pregame fits, travel, and yes, maybe a fishing trip or two. The bigger cash, sponsorships. Adidas, Quest Nutrition, and even some skincare brands are all part of her portfolio. Sophie's stacking money from every angle, proving you don't have to be in the NBA to make waves. But here's the twist. She's also moonlighting as an NBA analyst for the Suns. 1 minute, she's draining threes in the WNBA. The next, she's breaking down plays on TV with the sharpness of a seasoned commentator. Side hustle goals, anyone? Sophie's style game is next level. Pre-game outfits? Straight up runway vibes. Remember that Love Island dress? Twitter exploded and it was impossible not to notice. She brings fearless energy wherever she goes, and honestly, the WNBA thrives on personalities like hers. Off the court, Sophie's anything but predictable. horseback riding, fishing, getting lost in nature. She fully embraces the unplugged life. And fun fact, she earned a black belt in Taekwondo at age 6. That early scrappiness translates to every possession on the court. She's been fighting for every inch since before she could spell Taekwondo. Her social media? On fire. Over 250,000 followers see everything from highlight reels to behind-the-scenes goofiness to faith-based posts. None of it feels staged. It's authentic Sophie. That's why fans keep coming back. She's magnetic without trying.
This is everything, but Sophie Cunningham is there reversing well.
And let's talk fitness. Sophie treats her body like a high-performance machine. Always in peak condition, always tuned. Recovery, wellness routines, no off days. Her commitment is unmatched. Bottom line, Sophie's a complete package. Style icon, black belt, sharpshooter, outdoor adventurer, you name it. You never know what she'll do next, and that unpredictability is her charm. Courtside or on your phone, you feel her energy. But here's the real kicker. She's a role model. Parents can point at her and say, "Be like her." It's not just about points or buzzer beaters. It's faith, grind, family, and humility. Sophie proves you can be a star without losing your roots. In the WNBA, her rep is set. Sniper from deep, relentless competitor. Fearless in every moment. Defenders slip up for even a second? She'll make them pay. But it's her attitude, the fire she brings every minute, that leaves the lasting mark. Sophie Cunningham doesn't just play the game. She commands it. Her journey is just getting started. From Missouri farm kid to WNBA star, Sophie Cunningham is unstoppable. Don't miss a moment of her rise with the Indiana Fever. If you're loving this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on one of basketball's boldest stars.